welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I am Katie. If you have seen my channel at all, you would know that I just got back from basically a month worth of travel. I was in Hawaii on Oahu for 9 days, followed by like 2.5 weeks of a bunch of things in Europe. So I will try to link all my vlogs of those trips down below if you are interested. But today we are here to do something that I'm very excited for, and that is to show you everything I got while I was gone. So we're gonna go place by place of where I was, and I'm just gonna show you a haul of the things that I bought. I love to shop so much, and I love tchotchkes. I mean, you can see I'm in a different room than I normally film in. I have some tchotchkes on this bookshelf. I love just things, and I'm very sentimental, and so I love souvenirs and all that. But I did get a bunch, spoiler alert, of fragrances in Europe, and so I will show those, but I think I might also do a separate, more detailed perfume haul video. So like this video if you are into that. But yeah, okay, let's begin. We started our journey in Oahu, Hawaii. Like I mentioned, we stayed on the North Shore, actually at Turtle Bay Resort, which is where Forgetting Sarah Marshall, one of my favorite films, was filmed. So that was super exciting. Now, luckily, I was in my right mind at the time because I had never left the country at all. So much less Europe. And I knew that I was gonna wanna shop and go hard to the paint in Europe. And that I did. And so because of that, I am thankful to myself. I mean, I kind of wish I had more things from Hawaii, but I really didn't buy much. And again, good job, past Katie, looking out for the future Katie, which is now also the past Katie anyway. Okay, the first things that I think I actually pulled the trigger on were these light switches. I'll take it out of its plastic. They are just a fun little detail. My home decor style is very I like it to be quirky, colorful, full of personality. And so having random pops of Hawaiian on some outlet switches in my house is right up my alley. And then this is one for the double switch. I just thought they would be a fun, nice reminder of my trip when I put them wherever I end up putting them. Next thing, I love shave ice. I'm definitely a sweet kind of girl over savory. And we went to this amazing place, let me see, what's it called? Matsumoto Shave Ice. It's one of the popular ones. There's a ton and I'm sure they're all good. But so we went there and their merch was 10 out of 10. So this is just a cute little pen that I got. Kept it real simple, but love a pen. Always need a pen. So we'll always think of the shave ice. And then Jake, my boyfriend, and I actually both got this t-shirt. There were so many shirts that were crew neck sweatshirts, all these cute Matsumoto things that I really wanted. But ultimately, again, I was don't be crazy, just buy one thing. And so it's funny because Jake and I are not a matching type of couple, and we didn't even buy them to match specifically. It's just that that's the one he wanted and that's the one I wanted. And I tried to be let me just borrow yours sometimes because I love a double XL oversized shirt, and then I'll get this. But he wasn't having it. He's no, I'd rather just have my own. So get that one if you want it. But I'm excited to wear it. And then also, so Hawaii obviously is the hang loose sign. And so I wanted something that had the hang loose on it. It's just such good vibes, such good energy. Spoiler alert, and very, what's the word, typical. I got a lot of magnets at all these places. So starting with Hawaii, I got this magnet. It just says hang loose Hawaii with the islands. And then it's a bottle opener, which is a convenient thing to have. So there we go. Drinking a little lemon spritz because goes to Europe once, won't stop drinking lemon spritzes, you know? We went to Pearl Harbor and I only got one thing, and it's the last thing, and it is a magnet, and it is just this, remember Pearl Harbor. I guess I don't want to get into it, but here I am. I feel red, white, and blue and the American flag. I don't know, it just kind of has taken on such a different tone over the last few years, and it's a shame that I don't know. So this felt like a nice kind of patriotic, pride, but not too much. I don't know, it just felt the vintage look to it, and it has some information on the back, and the experience was really cool and really just makes you appreciate things. And I don't know, it the historical aspect was was amazing. So there's that. The first place we went in Europe was Barcelona, España, and I loved it so much. We were only there for about 24 hours, but okay, Zara, I don't know why I'm showing you this because the first things I'm going to show you are not from Zara. So pause on the Zara. I'm going to show you the more like touristy tchotchkes first. Had to get a magnet. You'll see a trend. It just says Ole España. Part of me wanted to get one that specifically said Barcelona, but this one was just really cute and that's what I got. I did also get this cute little España olive oil container with the little dancers on it. I don't have a container like this where you can like drizzle, so I've been wanting one, so why not? And it was €9. Not that. Euro is like basically equivalent to the dollar. The dollar, it's like a little bit more expensive in America, like with our dollar, but it was basically $10. Okay, now for the Zara of it all. So this is probably not news to anybody who has traveled or I don't know, who's ever thought about this, but companies that are from wherever you go, their products are going to be more inexpensive than they would be if you got them in a place where they're not from, like America. So Zara is a Spanish company. It is from Spain, and therefore they had several Zaras. I mean, Zaras are pretty worldwide. Well, maybe not worldwide, but they were everywhere in Europe and they were like everywhere in the States. The only thing I got at Zara, which I did look, and Lauren and I tried on a bunch of cute things. I got this skirt. If I was like in a better zone right now, I would try this on for you. I don't know if I'm in the zone for that. Okay, it is. So it's just like a really cute pattern. It was on sale and I don't know, it kind of gives Spain a little bit and that'll be perfect for work. I'm a teacher. It'll be like a little bit of a nicer thing to wear. Okay, and then this was very exciting to me. This was my first experience with like the European pharmacy of it all. And wow. So another company that is from, or brand that is from Spain is Loewe. And Loewe is like a designer and they're very much having a moment at the moment. And I could not believe my eyes when I saw that in this pharmacy, they had a whole section of Loewe fragrances for very affordable. So I've seen these. I'm a huge fragrance girl. I think I already talked about that. Again, stay tuned for a separate fragrance video. I don't even like have the notes in front of me right now of what this smells like. I'll try to put them on the screen, but I want to do a separate video anyway. But the point is, I'm a huge fragrance girl. I'm constantly like getting served ads and TikToks and whatnot about fragrance, and ones like this that aren't readily available like at department stores and whatever in the States, I'll see ads for them and I'll be interested based on the description, the packaging, the name, all of that. And I'm always like, gosh, I wonder what that smells like. And so there we were. And this was around, I want to say €50, which is like in America, it was like 150 or like more, closer to 200. And so I got the Paula's Ibiza collection. I feel so silly saying it like that, but like that's how you say it, right? Ibiza. I don't know. This is the Eclectic Eau de Toilette. So it's not a parfum, but should we open it? Oh my God. I mean, the bottle itself is so pretty, so stunning. Whatever, let's just do it. It's just so cute. It's like rainbow color, has the Loewe symbol on top. And yeah, I don't remember the notes in this, but I know that I tested it on and that I really like it. And I'm so excited. So we'll talk more about that later. But that very much kicked off my like, oh, this is gonna be a perfume trip. Like that's gonna be the thing that I collect when I travel from here on out. Anyway, in the heat of the moment too, I was so excited that I was like, oh my God, I need this. And no regrets. It's Lion King's 30th anniversary this year. And there are Lion King collabs like everywhere. Like Balmain has a Lion King collab, a bunch of places do. This is presumably like a foreign drugstore brand. Yeah, it says Europe, Scents. So it's a melon scented lip balm and it was just cute and I was just feeling it and I love lip balm. So I'm thrilled. Even though I don't know what it smells like or how it performs, I'm thrilled. Okay, the next part of our trip was a Disney cruise, which went all around like the Mediterranean coast of Italy. I don't know if I'm saying that wrong. So I have a couple things from the cruise itself I'll show you, but let's just get into the Italian goodies. There were 4 stops. There was Palermo, Naples, Rome, and Florence. So I'm not gonna necessarily specify which city I got what in. Go watch the vlogs if you wanna know. But let's just start with some grocery items. Italian groceries. Now, I mostly took a page out of my friend Lauren's book because she goes to Europe a lot and she's very like into the food aspect and into the like getting the actual authentic things from those countries, which makes a lot of sense, of course. But it, like you might be wondering like, oh, that's silly to buy this, or maybe not, I don't know. Some real Italian like tomato paste or doppio concentrato di pomodoro. So that's fun just to have that in my pantry, as well as some authentic Italian pasta. This is rigatoni. It got a tiny bit like smushed up in the travel bag, but not really too bad. It's from Naples. And it's so funny because stuff like this is like really, really affordable there. Like the grocery stores were shockingly affordable as an American, you know? Also got this, which is an Italian olive oil, and same deal. This is like a nice authentic whatever olive oil from Italy. And it was, I don't remember the exact price, but way less than I'd pay in the States. I mentioned that I'm on my lemon spritz kick. And so I had to buy a bottle of real limoncello. This actually is literally just sparkling water, a dash of lemonade, and then like a little bit of vodka because it's 5 o'clock and why not? But it doesn't have limoncello in it. But this is like the limoncello liqueur that you would mix with sparkling water. And then just this, I think is how it works. Oh, I love it so much. I know you can get stuff like this in the States at like Bevmo and all that, but it's just so much more fun to get it from the actual place. Even though traveling with all this stuff was a whole situation. I definitely had to pay an extra €100 to check another bag, but it's okay. It was worth it. Another grocery item that I'm really excited for, but it got a little dinged up, is this. It's this container of espresso. And can you just not, with the chef's kiss Italian hand? I love it. Hopefully when I like open up the container, I can like make that, you know, pop it back out. And even when this runs out, I plan to like keep it and just maybe put other coffee in it or whatever. I just love the container. And hopefully it'll be really good because the coffee in Italy was so good. It was the best out of all the countries in my opinion. Now we have a few more fun things I would say in Italy. So we hit up a Lush, which, you know, Lush exists again, like everywhere. Maybe not everywhere, but it's in the States. But they were having a sale, which I feel like normally they don't have in America. I've never seen anything but their gift sets be on sale the day after Christmas. This was like a really, really intense sale. And they did even say like, I don't know if you guys do this in the States. So that was part of the appeal. And then the other part of the appeal was just simply like, maybe this is silly, but again, girls never left the country. It was so fun to have like, okay, rose jam. So I got this shower gel, rose jam. That's a scent that I know and I love. And then all of the words though are in Italian, which is just kind of funny. It's like, obviously I don't need the words, like I know how to use shower gel, but I kind of live for the fact that it's like gel d'ossio, una sublime danza florente. Like I'm probably saying it wrong, but so I got the rose jam shower gel. I don't know if that's focusing. Oh no, oh no, it's not good. It's not good. Well, I got a candle, which I'll show you, but it kind of melted a little bit. I got this intergalactic shower gel. It's like sparkly and kind of minty fresh. And then I got, oh, this candle. I got this, which is dirty. And look, it's the one that got dirty. Ha ha ha. This is another minty fresh flavor. I love it. And these are travel size and I can use them for not travel size or for whatever. Yeah, that's a mess. I also picked up my mom, her very favorite shower gel in the olive branch in like the bigger size because it was on sale. And then this is the culprit of what is melting all over everything. This is a little like kind of travel candle. Well, it's not really a travel candle because it's glass, but it's just a little single wick candle. And they confirmed to me, which I don't know, maybe it's wrong, but that they don't have these in the States. So it's that olive branch scent, which I really, really like. And I just love candles. That's kind of another trend of things that I bought on this trip. But yeah. I don't think that was on sale, but it was like under €10, I think, so. Oh, before I show the other candles, let me just show you this cuteness. So in Palermo, it's the birthplace of cannolis. And if you know anything about me, if you've been on my channel, I have a little chihuahua, a little precious angel named Cannoli, and he's the light of my life. I have his name tattooed, all of that. And Palermo, Sicily is the birthplace of cannolis. And so I told everyone, not everyone, but I told several of the Italian people there, and they loved it. They ate it up. And then obviously we had to go get cannolis, and we found like a really, really old, authentic cannoli place that I think was from like like the 1200s. Anyway, right next to there was a little stand with this magnet that I had to get. So it says Cannolo Siciliano. And apparently cannolo is the plural of cannoli. But anyway, obviously had to get that. And then in Florence, which this is what it's actually called if you're an Italian, or if you're in Italy, or if you are Italian, Firenze. Florence was my favorite of the places we went in Italy. And again, I was very touristy, like just getting the magnet. So this one was cute. I just got it honestly because you had to get 2 magnets to get the deal. I'll show you the one that I like really wanted. It is this one because in Florence, look at me not even knowing, that's David, right? Like the statue of David or whatever. And you can tell this is just like handmade. Somebody hot glued that on like a piece of wood. There were a bunch of different colors, but like, I don't know, it's really cute and it brought me joy, so I got that. Okay, now back to the more fun Italian purchases. So Prada has always been like my favorite, or one of my favorite like designers. In terms of lusting over like a designer bag, which I own none of. I mean, I am a teacher after all, but I have like, of course, like Louis Vuitton's gorgeous, Chanel's gorgeous, all of it is gorgeous, but Prada has just done something for me for a long time. And so we walked into the Prada, the people were so nice. They were gushing over my dog's name. Like it was all just good vibes. And this is another thing where I haven't personally seen these in America, but then again, it's not like I'm walking into the Prada stores all the time in America, sometimes. So maybe they do have this in the States, but either way, it was just a vibe and a mood, and it was the most affordable thing in the store. And so I got a candle, and then you had to pay for the lid separately, but I did. So this is in the Infusion de Ylang. So I think it's like ylang ylang, if you will. Ylang ylang. Let's hope this didn't melt and get everywhere. I'm gonna cry if it did. Oh, no, it's looking pretty good. Oh, it's so cute. So this smells pretty similar to a Prada perfume that my mom used to wear, and that was why I chose it. They had 3 different scents. It's kind of fresh and summery. I mean, that ylang ylang does tend to be like a summery scent, and I just thought it was so pretty. Let me show you the lid. All to outrun my desertion of you. You just watched it. Are any other Swifties out there? Like, is your new favorite album Tortured Poets? Because mine is. I mean, I guess like I say that every time there's an album, but Tortured Poets is just a gift that keeps giving. It's so juicy and full, and there's so much to unpack. Anyway, I have Chloe or Sam or Sophia or Marcus in my head. All right, so this was fully like an additional 25 euro or something, which is kind of silly, but, oh, hello. But it's just this like silver Prada lid, but it does kind of up the bouge factor. It just ups the luxury factor of it. This might be something I forgot that I bought, or what is this? This might be like another magnet. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yes, yes, yes. Okay, I got this on the day we went to Rome, the Colosseum. So like I said, I got a lot of magnets, but I love them. I really do. Okay, as stated, I'm a huge perfume girl. And what was probably the most exciting thing in the world to me about going to Florence was finding out that Florence is one of the perfume like capitals of the world, basically. And the oldest parfumery in the entire world is there. Now, I don't know if that's actually the right terminology, because technically it started out as an apothecary. And that's like the lore behind most of them. Like there's a ton of old fragrance houses in Europe, and you know, but this particular one, I think it's the oldest in the world that's still like around, you know what I mean? And so it is called Santa Maria Novella, and it is from the year 1221. Now, once we went here and like discovered this brand, they had another location, and then even like in Paris, there were several locations of this. And I think we just saw it, maybe even in Germany, I don't remember, but like this was a brand I hadn't heard of. And then once I had learned about it, like I realized this wasn't the only place you could get it. However, this was the original store. like the actual original apothecary from the 1200s. I was so excited to go in here. It was such an experience, and it was really hard to decide what to choose. There were like a pretty select number of scents, which honestly I liked. Like, it wasn't just never ending, and they had candles and they had body care, and I was so tempted by so many things. But I ultimately ended up with this gorgeous scent called Ava. And there were a few reasons why I chose this scent. I liked the way it smelled, obviously. And then when I was kind of between a few, this was one of the less popular ones out of the few that I was picking between. And not to be so annoying, but I do tend to be more of a niche fragrance person, and I don't necessarily want to have like the bestseller. You know what I mean? And this was the person who was helping us. It was her favorite scent in the store. And it is my late grandmother's name, Ava. So here's the stunning bottle. The Ava is like etched on the back. Oh, does it not have a spray? Is it like a dab? That's kind of annoying. Oh, although you know what? Oh, it smells so fresh and like kind of citrusy, I think. I'll need to look at the notes. If I remember right though, I think in here, yeah, they give you the spray thing. So that's fine. I just have to like sort that out. But yes, I'm not gonna say much. Stay tuned for that fragrance video. And in that fragrance video, you will also see this place, which was another, I don't know, perfumery, not pharmacy, apothecary, all that. And it's called Spezere Palazzo Vecchio Parfum de Firenze. I don't know. But this one also had just like a little kind of section of fragrances. And I went through these ones pretty quick, and these were pretty affordable. Well, yeah, this was definitely on the lower end of price compared to some of the other ones. And I just got this small little bottle. Look how cute. Oh my gosh, yes. Caterina de Medici, who I'm pretty sure, if like my history here is right, was the queen. She was like the youngest, she was like 14 or something, but whatever. She was the queen that put this place on the map. Whoa, hello. Because they were like an apothecary, but then, and they were around for like maybe 200 years or something like that. And then when she took the throne, they made a perfume for her to become, what's the word? They do that in Frozen. Not inaugurated, but like, you know, made to be queen.
Your sister's coronation, ma'am?
My sister's coronation. It's coronation day! It's coronation day!
So they made her fragrance, and then that made this brand blow up and like gain its, like really gain its footing as being like a lasting scent fragrance house. And so here's like what the other side looks like. And yeah, at this current moment, I have not one singular memory of what this smells like. Oh yeah, it's just a tiny little guy. Tiny baby little guy. Actually, on secondhand, maybe that wasn't so affordable if that's how tiny it is, but hey, it was all part of the experience. Let's look at the price. Oh no, it wasn't bad. 22 euro. Yeah, okay, cool. It's time to transition to another country, and that country is France. In France, we only went to one, actually, no, let me back up. I need to show you my Disney cruise things. They're not too exciting, but at the same time, yes, they are. All right, so again, if you watch the vlogs, you would have seen at least 2 of these things. This was just like the little handkerchief thing that they give everyone because they do a pirate themed night on the ship. I don't know that I'll ever even wear this again. I might put it in my classroom somewhere or put it in my treasure chest at school, but I like it for the memories, and it did make me really want to become like a scarf girly. So this is a purchase that is so hilarious to me. It's not even a purchase. Long story short, again, go watch the vlog. I had a glass of red wine and I had my beige tan colored Eras Tour t-shirt on, and a cast member on the ship fully accidentally bumped into me, sending the glass of red wine all over my face, my eyes, my hair, my shirt, the back of my shirt, the floor, everywhere. And they laundered my shirt, and fortunately they like got the stain out. But they also gave me a shirt to wear. And so this is now my new favorite thing, Disney Cruise Mode on. Absolutely no disrespect to anybody. This is not necessarily my personal style. I mean, hey, few years ago, it probably would have been. It's like a little, definitely a lot corny, cheesy cheese ball USA. However, that I'm not shading, like, just for me personally, it's like so corny, but like that's also why now I love it so much, because it's just this like silly goose t-shirt that is attached to like a really funny memory. And I hope to go on more Disney cruises, and I will bring that thing every time. This one I love because our sweet, sweet, sweet room attendant gave this to me, because I asked, I was like, are these for sale? And he was like, just take it. And it is the Disney Cruise Line laundry bag, which is basically the size of a full-blown pillowcase. And I have like a dirty laundry bag that I bought to take for travel, but it's like a little bit more of a nylon material, and it's smaller. And it's like, so the nylon's not as easy. You can't really wash that. Well, I don't think so, like in a washer dryer. And like I said, it's just smaller. So this one's like better, and it's Disney branded. And again, the memories. So those are my Disney Cruise Line purchases. Actually, none of those were purchased. Those were all free. Those are my Disney Cruise Line acquisitions. Now, let's go to France. In France, we only went to one city, and that city was Paris. If you have been to Paris, then you know that one big thing about Paris is their, well, I think their shopping, their fashion, their fragrances, their beauty products. French pharmacies, wow. I've heard about them, and my friend Lauren, who goes often, she stocks up on all these different brands that are cheaper there. Brands like Caudalie, La Roche-Posay, Bioderma, and more. A lot of those brands are from France, and so again, it's in the country of its origin. You're gonna find this stuff for way, way, way cheaper. But even outside of that, there's just like a bunch of stuff there that is relatively affordable. So I think we'll dive, oh God, buckle up, guys. This is gonna be a long video. Let's get into the drugstore purchases. So I went on a little bit of a sunscreen world tour. I mean, actually not really. I went on a sunscreen Parisian tour, and I got a ton of sunscreen. I wear sunscreen on my face every day. I like need to have it be like at least SPF 50, and it needs to like not have flashback and like look decent under makeup and all of that. The one that I've been loving most recently is the Shiseido sunscreen. It's definitely not cheap, but it's really, really good. That I think is a Korean brand or Japanese. So, you know, that just price-wise is what it is. But one that Lauren loves and repurchases all the time when she's in Europe, and I think they sell this here too. That's the thing that's tricky. A lot of it is sold in the States, but first of all, it's way more expensive. And then the other thing is like not all of it is sold in the States. So La Roche-Posay is a brand, they carry this at Target, but like all the different variety of the La Roche-Posay products that were there, that's where you're like, oh, I can't really get that in the States. Y'all, it is too hot. So forgive me, but I need to throw this hair back. Okay, so one of the ones that Lauren was like, you need to get this, is this guy. It's the La Roche-Posay Anthelios, blah, 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 UV 450 plus. It's the Fluid Invisible. She likes this one because it is just that, invisible. She uses this to reapply, which I've never been a person who reapplies my facial sunscreen. And she was making, I was like, oh my gosh, like, have I been doing it wrong? Like, am I aging with every second? I mean, yes, I am. Everybody is, but tell me. I mean, and because I live in Phoenix, Arizona, like the UV is high. So should I be reapplying sunscreen? But yeah, this one's like very thin and light and nice, and it doesn't like mess with your makeup. Cause I even like used hers on the trip. Like I would put it on top of my makeup, and yeah, I wouldn't mess with it. You could put it under, you could put it over. So that one's nice. It's only 50 milliliters, which LOL, I don't know what that translates to in ounces, but it's not that big. None of these really are. Okay, one that I'm actually using right now, I have 2 boxes of it because a lot of these things too would be like buy one, get one half off or whatever, is this La Roche-Posay. And this is what I mean. It's like, what in the heck is the difference? So this one is also SPF 50. It's the Cream Hydrant. So it's a little bit creamy and hydrating, which is true based on like the one that I have currently in my medicine cabinet. Because like I said, I got 2 of these and I'm already using it. So it just looks like that. It has a pump, smells nice. It is like white in your hands, but I don't know, do I have flashback? I don't think so. So that's really nice. Then, oh, this was one Lauren said, you need to get this. So this is another La Roche-Posay. This is only SPF 30 though, but it's aqua gel. And I forget why she said I needed this, but it has antioxidants, vitamin B5, hyaluronic acid. I think just because it is like a really nice hydrating one. And I think that's what she said. She like doubles this as her moisturizer. And then I think she puts like the fluid one on top, and or she maybe wears a foundation that has SPF in it. I don't know. I don't really wear foundation every day. I am wearing some right now, or I'm wearing like a serum, tinted serum, but I don't know. This probably, if I wore this, would be maybe just to reapply or to wear underneath makeup that I knew had SPF in it. But like I said, I was really just in a mindset of like, buy it all. Add to cart. This was another thing where it's the exact same product, but two of them. It's Eucerin, which like is a brand we have in the States, but I don't recall ever seeing like a big Eucerin sun protection line, but they just have it there. Like, and it's like a pretty big line. Yeah, neither side is in English, so I did have to do my best. SPF 50, sensitive protectant, sun cream. Again, this one is like a similar size. They're all pretty small. Yeah, 50 milliliters. I don't know. I just really wanted to try a bunch. And so that's what I did. I don't know if that's smart or not because, well, I guess it is. It's like a sampler platter. The last one I think I got was this one. It's Bioderma. Same deal. We have Bioderma in the States, but I think I've only ever seen the micellar water. I don't know that I've seen like other products. And this is an SPF 50, sensitive dry skin, moisturizing texture. Okay, so there's a few English words on here, but I'm excited to try that. Another Bioderma purchase was this 2-pack of the like original micellar cleansing water. I love this stuff. It is more expensive here in the States, and so I often opt for just the Garnier, which is fine, but I have to admit, I feel just a little bit more chic having like this French Bioderma brand on my counter, you know what I mean, or in my medicine cabinet. And so to get it for cheaper, I was like, yes, please. This is the original. And again, it's fun that it's like in French. Y'all, Paris is a dangerous place. Europe is a dangerous place, but like, we're not close to being done. Okay, Caudalie. This is the grape water. It's just like that spray soothing water. I've never really used this type of stuff. I know like Evian makes one and there's other brands, but again, I'm gonna say it again. I live in Phoenix. It's so hot. I think I'm gonna bring this to school and just have it at my desk for the first couple months of school when it's 120 degrees Fahrenheit and I'm like teaching children and going to recess duty, just to like make me feel human, make me feel alive. This is, let's say, if I'm probably quoting it wrong, but if this is like $30 in the States, it's like $9 in Europe, so, or like in France, so it's like, okay, yes. So then the other Caudalie thing that I got was this guy. Oh, dropping things. This is the Instant Detox Mask. This is another one that Lauren recommended. She got a ton of Caudalie products like serums, and not all of it is like super cheap because Caudalie is a nice brand, but this again is something where it's like around $40 or $50 at Sephora, like in the States, and there it's like $15, $17, like something like that, you know what I mean? And I was needing / wanting like a good face mask, just like a good detox mask, so I'm excited for that. This was one that Lauren was like, you don't need that. And I was like, yes, I do, because you're getting it. And my friend David got it. It is this retinol that you had to get from behind the counter. Like, you have to ask for it. And it even has like pregnancy danger signs on it. So I haven't used retinol in a long time. I think the only retinol product, did the Sunday Riley Blue stuff have retinol in it? No. Did it? I don't know. I feel like I've used a retinol product before and I did like it, but I haven't been good with using serums in a while. I've just been doing SPF and then moisturizer at night. Like, so I wanted to try it. It was like €9. Like, obviously I wanted to try it. This, I shouldn't even show you, but look at the title of this. And I was like, what is this? I just needed to buy it just to know what it was. Now I know that is not legal in France. It's legal in certain countries there. So I was just really like color me intrigued, and it was like an impulse purchase. Basically what I think it is, I looked it up on, when I got service, I was able to like look it up on a translation website. I think they're just like relaxation. Like, I don't know why it says Well, okay, yes, because it has that, but it has like the CBD, and it also has, I think, magnesium. It's like a relaxing, like whatever kind of melatonin-ish vibe. I don't even know if I'll try this. Maybe I will, but I have anxiety, so trying pill. It's literally like a supplement, like a nighttime, night. But I've never tried magnesium, even though I've thought about it because it's supposed to like be really calming and all of that. But I don't know. Anxiety just ruins my world for that. But it was an impulse purchase. I got 2 of these. These are cotton pads that I like the shape and size of them. They looked like they were gonna rival my Shiseido cotton pads, which, Shiseido again, that brand, which I love, but they're like quite spendy. They're very soft and I make them last for a long time, but these were really cheap and I wanted to try them. That's the name of the game here. Couldn't pass this up. I'm a huge lip balm person. I literally need it everywhere. Like, I'm not kidding. Come to my house and I have one in the kitchen, one in both bathrooms, one in this room, one in the living room. Like, I need lip balm everywhere. And look how precious, the French edition. Carmex lipstick or lip gloss, whatever, lip balm is great. And it literally has like the Eiffel Tower and like croissants and all kinds of things on it. So I bought it. This was another Lauren, I get this, so you should get it too, / I've used hers before when I go to visit her and I'm like, oh yes. Plus I've heard of this product. This is Embryolisse. I don't know if that's a French brand. I think it might be. And this is the Lait Creme Concentrate. And it's basically a really like thick concentrated cream that makeup artists, I think that's like how it became popular in the YouTube days, would use it to like prep the skin before makeup. So yeah, oh, here's English. It says it's a multifunctional moisturizer, moisture cream, makeup base, moisturizing mask, or even a makeup remover milk. So I think that'll be good in the winter when it gets more dry. This was another Lauren rec, and it is this deodorant. So it is a natural deodorant that I did try when I was at her house the night before we flew to Europe. Oh God, oh no, is it dripping? She got it in a different scent, fresh aloe. I opted for the fresh fig, but it's just this clear little roller ball. And I was like, girl, natural deodorant won't work on me. Like, isn't there a great, oh, why is it leaking? Oh crap. Okay, well, I need to sort that out. But I was like, this won't work on me because isn't there like a grace period of your body getting used to natural deodorant? And she was like, I don't think so, just try it. And sure enough, it was like, it doesn't leave any white on you. It's like good for you because it's natural. It smelled nice and fresh. And I didn't smell all day. And that was like, I think that was the day we traveled to Europe. So yeah, so I wanted to get it. And then what's cool is you can buy the refill of the liquid. So Lauren like bought the refill. I mean, I'll have to go back if I want to buy the refill, but I just wanted to try it. This was recommended to me by one of the people at the French pharmacy. It's a Blemish Express, whatever. It has zinc in it. I don't know. I have always used this Clinique one, like a Clinique acne solutions, salicylic acid treatment for spot treatment for years. But yeah, she recommended this one. So who knows? I'm gonna give it a go. Marvis toothpaste. I think this is also a French brand. I have used this before back in the Birchbox days. They would send out Marvis and then I was like, I don't know. I hate to admit it, but I'm very much that person who like, I like things that look nice. Like the aesthetics of things really matter to me. And so a lot of the time that can mean like a more expensive version of something just because it feels, I don't know, like that stuff really impacts like my mental, I don't know. So I've tested Marvis products before because they're just so cute, but they had a bunch of them there for really good prices. This was right when I was in the checkout line and I had to like hop out of line and just impulsively grab a couple. So I didn't really get to think about it. They have like cinnamon, peppermint, they have like a bunch of them. This one I grabbed, it's like a whitening one. It's just kind of like an original whitening, I don't know, minty one. And then this one honestly might be disgusting, but I couldn't pass up this cute packaging in box. But it's Sinuous Lily, which sounds disgusting, doesn't it? Like a lily floral toothpaste, but like, look at that freaking tube. Let's smell it. Oh, you know what? It actually just smells minty. Yeah, it just smells like toothpaste. Okay, that's good. Maybe it will taste weird still, but I don't know. I had to get it for the packaging. This is a Korres product, which I think this is a Greek product maybe, but they had a lot of Korres stuff there that was like pretty affordable. I've heard of this before. This is the Santorini Grape Velvet Skin Drink. It says it's a reversatrol, replenish and retexture. I think this is also kind of like a serum, like an oil serum, if you will. And it was, again, one of those like, hey, I double checked the price online. It was about half the price it would be in the States. And so I was like, let's just do it. So I did it. Don't know much about it, but I'm excited. Spritz break, and I really hope that deodorant is okay. I think this is the last thing I got at the drugstore, but I can't promise that because things are kind of in bags everywhere. I have no idea what this brand is. It's Long Seal, I don't know. I can't pronounce that. But it's not a brand I've heard of. But the reason I got it is because I love bronzer and I love a big bronzer. So this was pretty cheap and I was honestly like, let me just get this back to the States in one piece without the powder like cracking and crumbling. And I did. So I'm very excited for that. I'm hoping that it's good. This is like my Charlotte Tilbury big bronzer, which I do love, but like also not because, well, I don't want to get into it, but I think Charlotte Tilbury, like whatever. I feel like she supports some things that I'm not into, but, or doesn't support things that I do support, but it's like this packaging broke. It's supposed to not come apart like that. It's expensive. I don't know. So, but I love like a big pan of bronzer. Sorry, I think there's like a neighbor mowing their lawn. Okay, these were super random purchases, but there was this random store in Paris that I went to. Shout out Karis if you're watching. Hey girl. So we went to with like this cute little family that we met on the Disney cruise ship, and then they were going to Paris afterwards too, so we met up with them for like a day. But this is Dr. Pow Pow. I don't know if I'm saying that right, and it's the original balm, and I think it's in, I don't know if there's a scent or not, mango maybe, or if it's just made with like mango butter. But this is something where like, I don't think it's super expensive, but it was very cheap at this particular place. And I'm a huge balm kind of girl. Like I said, I will literally use every lip balm that I ever own unless I like die before I use them all, which is very dramatic and morbid to say, but I don't regret buying a bunch of lip balms because, and balms like this, I'm pretty sure this is one where, oh, look at that. It's loved by celebrities and makeup artists, but it's one where you can like use it on like cracked or like dry elbows or like, you know what I mean? It's like more of a kind of Aquaphor-ish. This was absolutely silly, but so these kids, Karis and Gabe, hello, they were like, oh my gosh, this is on TikTok in America for like $30. And here it was like, I don't know, $10 or something like that, 10 euro. I absolutely in no world needed this, but I got it. It is the High Smile brand toothpaste, and this is in the smell blue raspberry, and it has fluoride, and apparently it's blue, and it makes your mouth blue, but then it makes your teeth white, and it's like this whole thing. And I was like, prove it to me that this costs $30 in America. And he like pulled up a TikTok, and I was like, okay, fine, let me just get it. So I got it. Okay, it was really cool to be there during the setup of the Paris Olympics. As I'm filming this, opening ceremonies were this morning, and that took up 4 hours of my day. I like turned it on and then I couldn't get up or look away. And there was like a pop-up shop there right near where some of the Olympic activities were going to be happening, where they had items, most of which were very expensive. And like part of me definitely thought about it, but then I was like, is that silly though? Because I'm not here for the Olympics. I just happened to be in the city. Like, I don't know, it felt almost akin to like me just buying like a shirt that says Tokyo on it or some random like cool city because it's cool. Not that there's anything wrong with that or that I haven't done that before, because I have, but maybe I was just justifying it to myself. Like, you don't need to buy one of these expensive things just because you were here. But what I did buy was this pen. And I think it was about €5, which is probably overpriced, but it's super cute. It has the Paris logo, Olympics, and it's like glittery. And it made me happy, and it made me feel like I got my Olympic souvenir. My sister-in-law loves The Little Prince. That's what it translates to in English, right? But it's actually Le Petit Prince, and it's from France. And she loves it so much, she even has a tattoo of it on her body. And it's funny because I can't remember exactly what the tattoo says, but I think it's this, and it translates to everything that is important is invisible to the eye, something like that. And so it says, I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Le plus important est invisible. invisible, whatever. And it's just this cute little like trinket dish. So I got that for her. And then I just got this for myself, which I think again means the same thing. La essential es invisible por la, yeah, I think it means what is essential is invisible to the eye. Honestly, she can have either one. I just wanted a little something and I wanted to get her a little something. So whichever one she prefers, she can have. Okay, Monoprix. Monoprix is a store that Lauren kept talking about, and she described it as the French Target, which it's not exactly like Target, but I totally get what she's saying. It has a little bit of everything. It has groceries, it has drugstore stuff, it has beauty, it has clothes, etc. They have like coffee shops inside, all that jazz. And all that jazz. Sorry, I couldn't resist. So I wanted to get something from Monoprix, I think just like mentally because Lauren loved it so much, but nothing had really been calling out to me too much until that last week. Like they're all over the city too. And like some of them are like really small, some of them are bigger. It's quite interesting. But we went to one on the last day that I really, really did like a lot of the stuff. So that's what the brand looks like. Again, I'm sorry. I don't think, well, actually I could slip this on top of what I'm wearing. It's not gonna look cute though. But this was on sale, and admittedly part of it was just me being like, I need to get something from Monoprix. So I don't know that it was like, I can't live without it, but I do think it's very cute and it was a very good price. And it'll be good for work in theory. So it's just this like button up shirt. It's kind of giving Shakespeare a little bit with the puff sleeves. Actually, I really do like this. So that's my Monoprix purchase. And then you know that this former Disney kid, or maybe you didn't know that, I used to work at Disneyland and my friend Lauren still works for the company. But we had to go to Disneyland Paris, which was so exciting. Thank you for getting us in, Lauren. Now, this was another place where I kind of wanted to get something just to get something, and there were cute things. And what was interesting is like a lot of their merchandise actually was cheaper than like what things would be in the States for sure. And they had a bunch of sales, which I guess is just like a thing in Europe. Like in the summer, like pretty much every store just has a bunch of sales. I know it's that way in America too, but I don't know, it just felt different. Yeah, the vibe just felt different. But I didn't want to like try to make fetch happen too much, you know? Like there were some Spirit jerseys and I've never owned one of those. And so those aren't cheap. They're like 80 euro or something, or they're anywhere between like 60 and 80. And then like, I don't know. So I contemplated it, but ultimately I didn't. And here's what I got instead. So this is super random, but it was on sale and it's cute. So I got it. It's totally, the packaging came apart. Actually, this made me have to be stopped in, because I carried this on like every airport that I went. But this is the Indiana Jones candle. Now it's cool because Indiana Jones is not in Walt Disney World, but it is at Disneyland and it is at Disneyland Paris. It is so different than the one in California. Like I way prefer the one in California, to be honest. This one is like a janky, like freaky roller coaster, but it was fun. And I love that it has, you know, the Temple de Perel, whatever, and it says Disneyland Paris. And then ooh, yes, it's like a smoky, woody. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. And then plus I just have like the tin and the memories and the vibes. So I was happy with that one. And then along the magnet trend, I got this cute little Disneyland Paris magnet. This is Lauren's. I was texting her. She has one of my magnets. I got like a pizza in Naples. And then I realized that I still had this of hers, but I'll show you anyway. This is Disneyland Paris with the 3 little kitties and the Eiffel Tower. Lauren loves cats, so that was her selection. Now this bag is stuffed to the gills with something I'll show you when we get to the Germany section, which is next. But I do want to show you just the bag itself. It's this adorable, if I do say so, like canvas tote bag. And this is actually another pocket right there. And this is another Disneyland Paris like attraction, which we didn't even go in or on. I don't know if it was open or not. It's Alice's Curious Labyrinth. But I just thought that was a really cute and like functional souvenir, and it was a good price. Okay, I think this is the last Paris thing until I get to the fragrances. And it is none other than your classic Starbucks city mug. I have slowed down on collecting like the Starbucks city mugs. And in fact, they have like newer ones now, and or like the You Are Here collection. And I don't super care for those. I do really like these ones, like the black and white ones. They're a little bigger. I actually was drinking out of my New York one this morning. I think I have a New York one. I don't know where else, a few other places, maybe Chicago, I don't know. But I had to do it. I had to get this Paris one, you know what I mean? It just felt right, so I did. All right, now comes the good stuff. So how many times have I said it? I am hugely into fragrance, and I have been from a young age. And from a relatively young age, I discovered Kilian. I guess I wasn't that young. Like, I was already deeply into other fragrances before, but Kilian Paris has been probably my favorite fragrance house for a long time. And I have mixed feelings for sure on the fact that I think it was like bought by LVMH, or I don't know how it works. It's like sold in Sephora now, stuff like that. Like, I don't love that, but whatever. It's still really fabulous. Their scents are exquisite. Their lasting power is exquisite. I love the story behind it. I love everything about it. And so we went into the Kilian flagship store, which is just such a vibe. And I actually had a whole journey. This was also in my vlog. So I knew that I wanted to get something. And again, because this is from Paris, it is a little cheaper there than it is in the States. Still luxury, still like not drugstore prices or whatever, but like cheaper than the States. And I knew I wanted something. And on that very first day, we knew we were gonna come back the next day because we had somewhere to be. So we had a short window that first day. But kind of on an impulse, which is very not like me. If you know me, I'm like I overthink things. I mean, it's a problem. It's not good. Like, I will contemplate something until my head explodes. Like, so I think I was trying to not do that. And I had tested all these fragrances, and I was already familiar with like a lot of their fragrances, but you know, you're sitting there, you're at the fragrance bar, you have this amazing like consultant who's helping you and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. Let me just get this one. And I got Woman in Gold. I'll put the notes on the screen. Beautiful fragrance, lovely, great, sexy, fab. Then we go on throughout the day. Okay, and here's the thing, and they're like, we'll engrave the bottle for you. I should probably save these stories for my fragrance video, but whatever. They're like, we'll engrave the bottle for you, da-da-da. And I was like, okay, what should I get? And they're like, oh, you can just do it when you come back tomorrow. And I was like, okay. And I was kind of on the fence, like, wait, should I just do it today? I'm here. What if we don't come back tomorrow like I thought we were? And fortunately, I ended up not getting it engraved. And so we're like, okay, we'll see you tomorrow. So we go. As the day wears on, again, I am dramatic and I overthink things, but I kept smelling the fragrance on me and I was not digging the dry down. So if you're into fragrances, you know that there's the base notes, the top notes, all that. And like, they'll smell different in the bottle than on you. They'll smell different on you versus on your friend, all that jazz. But as the dry down was happening, I was like, I don't think I like this. And a really strong note of tonka bean was coming through. Now, tonka bean, I think it's like, it's like a vanilla, and it smells really good. Like, I like the smell, but unfortunately, there's something about it that like can really mess with me. I'm very lucky that like most things really don't bother me. I have like a strong stomach, a strong head in terms of like fragrances, like things don't bother me. But tonka bean can bother me. And I was just getting that note and I was all paranoid and da-da-da-da. So long story long, we go back the next day and I'm still just like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, I wanted to exchange it, but I didn't know for what. And it was like a whole saga. And I was like, should I just get Love? Because like Kilian Love is like an iconic scent. But I mentioned this earlier, I hate to be this person, but I don't know. I like to be a little bit different. Like, Love is now so popular because Rihanna wears it, and don't get it wrong, it's incredible, but I just wasn't sure. Plus, Love smells pretty similar to Princess or whatever by Kilian, which I have. Anyway, I decided to just go ahead and get the boutique exclusive scent. It's not at any other Kilian's, even in Paris, because we went to like some other counters. It's only at this flagship store, and it is called Musk Butterfly. It looks like this. It is like a very kind of simple, understated scent. I mean, it has the lasting power, but there's nothing overly complex in the makeup. But they were saying how like this is designed to be like a layering fragrance and this and that, and then the exclusivity factor, all of it, it just got me. Now, my friend there at the shop, he told me, he was like, I can't promise you that it'll never go to the mainstream. So like, watch. In the fall, on the new in Sephora page, this scent will probably become available. But as of the day that I bought it, you could only buy it in that very specific store in Paris. And I got it engraved with a French phrase that says, bien sûr, which is kind of an inside joke because it means like, of course, because the salesman, and then like he kept saying like, of course. And then like, I noticed other Parisian people would say that to us, of course. And I was like, that must be a phrase that they say. Not that we don't say that in English, we do, but it just struck me as like, oh, that's a French phrase that they're just saying in English because they speak English. And sure enough, they were like, oh yeah, bien sûr, bien sûr. And so it just became like this whole moment. And so I got that engraved. And then he graciously also threw in a full like vial of vodka on the rocks, which is one that I have, but I love. And this is like, it fits in the travel size. Like that's not a nothing burger gift to throw in. So more on that in the fragrance video, because believe it or not, yes, I can talk about it even more. Now this. I'm gonna try to keep this a little bit brief. This video will be 400 years long. Creed is an exquisite fragrance house. It is from 1760 and it is from France. I have had my eyes on, well, several Creed fragrances for years at this point, but I've always put them in the category of like, I don't think I'm ever gonna buy that because they are so expensive. Specifically, I mean, they have like, I don't know, they have a range of like, within their range, they have like a even more exclusive, nice one. And there's one in that I really love that I'm like, no, I could never buy that because it's literally like $600 or $700 or something crazy, but it smells incredible. But there is one in their like just normal line that smells pretty similar and it's lovely. And I've kind of thought of it as like a wedding fragrance, whatever. I'm not engaged. Once upon a time I was though, LOL. So you can go look that up on my channel if you want, but that's neither here nor there. The fragrance is called Love and White. It's one of their best sellers and I bought it. And I'm so excited. Now, this was not cheap. However, it was almost $200 cheaper in France than it was in the States. And for that reason alone, I was like, I'm going to just go ahead and do it. It's just a gorgeous, floral, spectacular scent. It's so stunning. I've known I've wanted it. It looks like this, and I'm so excited, and I will tell you more about it in my fragrance video. Look, it has a little bow. She gave me samples as well. And it was just, it felt like the right moment. Now that said, after I made that purchase, I was like, okay, girl, we really gotta dial it back. And I mostly did. They threw in this Creed magazine, which is pretty cool. Also contributed to the weight of my bags, but hey, we're home, so it's okay. I believe we are to our final stop, which is Germany. In Germany, I didn't get a ton of stuff for a variety of reasons. We were in Düsseldorf. We were staying with Lauren's family friends who were incredible and amazing. And the main purpose we were there was for Taylor Swift for the Eras tour. So it wasn't like a trip filled with like, you know, shopping and like seeing all the different big towns or whatever. Also, we were just like tired at that point, had spent a bunch of money at that point, so on and so forth. But you know, of course, we got a few things. So Germany. We'll start with this cute little bag from this bakery. I think it's actually like a French bakery, but it's like in Germany, or it's like a Belgian bakery. I don't know. But I got this bag with purchase, which ended up being perfect because I could fit a lot of things in it. Oh, there was another bag with purchase too that I got at the pharmacy, but I don't think anything's in that. Whatever. Okay, so LOL. These are so random. These were like the last things I bought. And this was when I think we were very much like, okay, we're leaving Europe. What are some things we cannot get in the States? And Lauren and her grocery shopping, which like, I'm not hating on, like I was all about it too, but it's just, she's like, yeah, we gotta go to the grocery store. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah, we do. So I bought this honey mustard, which is so funny. Like I actually really do like honey mustard, but do I use it that often? Like, no, I really don't, especially not at home. But you know, it's like, you've got to get coffee in Italy. You've got to get mustard in Germany. Like it just, things that make sense. You know what I mean? So I got this honey mustard. Then these were incredibly random purchases, but we got some spices, baby. We got these chili flakes with like a grinder. I was excited, and there's salt in there too. I was excited that it has a grinder. Like that's so chic. And then this, it's in English, Cinnamon Dream My Coffee Spice. Not one singular clue what I'm gonna do with that. But in the moment, it was something that I felt I needed. So here we are. Now these I vlogged about, and I was so excited when I saw these in Germany. I'm kind of sad because I can't get them here. Well, I can, okay. They're barbells or bearbells. I don't know how you pronounce it. The protein bar. Now, it's my understanding that you can really only get this brand at Trader Joe's or like on Amazon, like through the actual barbells place. But they are such delicious protein bars, really low sugar, high protein, low calorie, like really delicious flavors, good textures, all of that. And so it's the same brand, but it's like the manufacturer and everything's probably different there. So they had 4 flavors and I got all 4 of them. I got the marshmallow Rocky Road. I got the lemon cheesecake. I got the cocoa choco, which I assume is like coconut. And then I got the caramel choco, which is the only one that I've actually tried because I tried one of these like while we were there. I would have brought back like 100 more, not 100 more, but maybe if I could have, but I knew they wouldn't travel well. Like already a couple of them are a little smashed up, but I think I mostly got them back in good health. But yeah, it's just, it really is cool to see stuff that like you have in the States, but it's like, it's the same but different font, if you will. So I'm excited for those. There was this adorable little store. If you are from Germany or if you've been, maybe you've heard of it. It was called, I assume it's German, I don't know, but it was called Dill and Camille. And it was just so cute. It was like a little home store and they had like, I don't know, I don't really know how to describe it, but yeah, just like a little, they didn't have like furniture, but they had like a bunch of like cookbooks and candles and like, silverware, like just different things. And so I got this, it's like a hot pad thing and it says Dill and Camille. And I just thought that was nice. I did not get a magnet in Germany, sadly, but that's gonna be like my magnet. This got a little beat up in transition, but it is a tea from that place. And I got this from my boyfriend's mom. Strawberry and citrus. It does say it in English there. It has like all the different languages, but yeah, she likes tea, so I got her that. I mentioned earlier that this was filled to the brim. So I like candy, I like sweet things, and so does my boyfriend, and he loves Haribo gummy bears. Who doesn't, right? And if you didn't know, Haribo is from Germany. So basically, I just went hard to the paint with all different kinds of Haribo sweets. Haribo, I don't know. So I went a little crazy there. And then this is a brand that I first saw at World Market because you can get stuff like this at World Market, but it's more expensive and you can't get as much of it. But I saw this brand at World Market and I flipped out because it was like very similar to my name. And it is this. So my name is Katie and this is Katjes. Now it's a German brand. And first of all, how cute is their packaging of like all their different sweets? It's so like chic. Oh, that's Haribo, but I got more of that brand. But the people who we were staying with said that that word means like kitties. So it's not actually a name, but still it looks like my name. And then something that is absolutely a cold hard fact is that European chocolate is way superior to American chocolate. And so these are some brands from Germany. Well, I know this one is Milka. So I've had these before in the States. You can get them at World Market, but again, at World Market, it's like, I don't know, $6, anywhere between like $5 to $7 for a bar. These were literally like 70 cents. Like it's like equivalent to just getting like a little like Hershey's bar at the checkout here in the States. And even those are like more than 70 cents, but you know what I mean? And like, this is just their signature, like whatever chocolate. And so I got several Milka bars. Lauren recommended these. I got a couple flavors, but they're like down in there. It's the Ritter Sport. These might be from like Belgium or something, but oh no, Deutschland, that's Germany, right? And then also I got some Kinder chocolates, but the Kinder chocolates have already been cracked into and are in the other room. So we're just gonna leave those be. I took my hair back down. I'm wondering if I'm gonna like find something after the fact. That's quite possible. And I may or may not pop it back on, but I think we're to the very end, which is my Eras Tour merch. It's so funny. I'm gonna try to be brief with this. So I'm a huge Swiftie. I've been a Swiftie since 2007, since her debut album. And I admittedly have kind of mixed feelings on like how big she's gotten for a variety of reasons. I don't know. In a way, there is a small part of me that feels like hipstery about it, which is silly because she was never like some indie artist. Like she was always like popular and mainstream, if you will. Not that that even matters, but I don't know. So there's a part of me that's like, wait, no, I've always been a fan. But then also, I don't know. I have no shame in my fandom, like at all, but it just feels less exclusive or like, I don't know. I don't really know how to put it into words, but I have a ton of Taylor Swift merch. I've been very lucky that I've gotten to go to every single concert. I don't think I didn't get merch at every show. That's a bummer. Not at Fearless or Speak Now, only starting at Red. So from Red on, I would get something every single time. And then I would order a bunch of stuff from her website and whatnot. And then it's like, the next thing you know, I look around my house and like literally everything I own is Taylor Swift related, like including like home decor that I've gotten off Etsy or her website and stuff like that. And I'm like, maybe I need to pump the brakes. Not even because like I have shame or because I care, but I'm just like, I just, maybe I need to pump the brakes. Like, you know, like if I live with my boyfriend someday or like a partner someday, like just a thought. This is all to say that when Eras Tour came about, I only got one singular piece of merch, and it was that cream Eras Tour shirt I was telling you about that got the wine on it, and the stain did come out. So, and like, even though she's like discounted some of the stuff on her website I just haven't pulled the trigger on any other merch because I'm like, you really don't need it. Like, it's okay, you know? But this was presumably gonna be the last time I was ever gonna see her on the Eras Tour, and it's just scary to even think of when I'll see her again. I'm a believer, whatever. I'm just being dramatic, but I got a couple things. Now, thing number one is something that Lauren got. I'm like, Lauren, but you know, we were together, so we were like influencing each other for sure. Lauren got this at the LA shows, and I think if I remember, yeah, she bought a backup one like at this Germany show. And so I've kind of like, I have thought about it a little bit since then. Alana Haim also wore it in like a TikTok a year ago, and like, I love the Haim sisters. And now it's updated and the logo has the TTPD logo on it. So I felt like I needed to get something new anyway. And it is this gray half zip. Oh, it's so cute. It says Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour, and then of course it has the logo. I like that the logo's in color. My beige shirt just has it in black ink, and then I like that Tortured Poets is on there. I do wish this had pockets. Like, that kind of kills me that there's not a pocket in the front. But other than that, I can't wait until it's cool enough to wear that, and I will be wearing that. And then they have the blue sweater, y'all. I feel like maybe I fear that it's not as like it of an object to get anymore, or maybe Lauren was like, no, it's just the Europeans don't know. They don't know the blue sweater. Like, if you know, you know. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll go with that. Because they had like definitely plenty, whereas this is the item that like sells out. So I don't know, we'll see. But so this is the infamous blue sweater. It's a crew neck. I mean, it looks kind of atrocious right here because it's like wrinkled and like it's doing nothing, but it kind of was just one of those, you know what, we're here, let's do it. It was my last purchase before I went home. And then I do like that it has the new dates on it. Like, it has all the European dates, because that's really special to me. It's like, I was very lucky I got to go on literally opening night, and I got to go in LA. And then for her to add this whole other leg of the tour, it feels cool to have like merch that only have the original cities and then now these expanded cities. And so I'm very excited. It is currently like about 110 degrees outside, so I can't think of those sweaters for a while, but I'll be ready when it's time. And I think that's everything I got. If you were here to the end, you are a real one. I know this was long, but I don't know, if I were you, like, I love watching haul videos, and I love watching hauls in real life. Like, when my friends buy things, even if I was literally with them, I'm like, okay, now show me everything you got. Like, I just like to kind of have like a, okay, now here's my summary. Here's like everything I got, you know what I mean? So stay tuned for a perfume video. I do want to go into a little bit more depth, if you're into perfume, on all the fragrances that I got. So we will do that. And if you haven't watched my Euro trip vlogs, please go do it, because I love them and it was so fun, and it's so fun to relive all of that. And I want to go back. I had never left the country, and now it feels like it's my whole personality. So thank you for watching. Let me know if you have tried any of these things, if there's anything you think I should have gotten that I didn't, or if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Love you so much. Bye.